There's counter magic now.
Are you tossing this bottle? Maybe. You just want to be by my mama.
I guess I shouldn't have counter magic that because it doesn't really do anything. He's just like super dead on board. Look, okay, we fumbled through, but we figured it out. It was slow and steady. You know? Yep. No, constructed hex decks is hexmeta.com. Is the successful decks. Verdict of the Ancient Kings. I don't think I want Dinger in this matchup. That doesn't seem very good. I guess Pride's Fall's good because he's got the Angel. I think I'm just going to cut the peaks. This card, I just don't want to, like, ever draw it almost. Maybe just don't bring in all the verdicts. Do I want extra Pride Falls is the question. He has Reese in his deck, so Pride's Fall seems really good. We trim one Thunderfield Seer because his deck has a lot of counter magic in it, and we talked about that not being so good. Yeah, I'm going to bring in just like the maximum number of answers to his stuff, I think. Let's try this. See how the deck functions without peeking it. We're thinking about cutting that anyways. I'm going to have to play kind of quickly because we're down on clock because of that bug that happened. This hand's pretty good though. Both kept 7. This hand needs some shards, but other than that it's good. Hey look, there's a shard. I'm going to play this on Wild on 1 here. I'm going to take off the stop on my ready step. If we see a brown fox scout on top of my deck, we'll just put it on there. That's pretty good. So Frost Wizard voids cards that we put into my deck or my discard pile, so it basically turns off my Winter Moon ability. Do Sapphire with this. Play Stargazer, and I think I'm going to throw my Arcane Focus into the Abyss here. Need to find a removal spell for that. So we have like exactly Martyr or Time Ripple to get that card off the table. Alright, there's Martyr. So let's play this out. We'll Martyr this, we'll Arcane Focus, and then we will activate Winter Moon's ability. Do I want Arcane Focus or do I want a Stargazer? I think I actually want a Stargazer.
Here.
Discard the Crow Feather because it's kind of expensive. Put these back into my deck, pass the turn. We're going to put a stop at my start of my turn so we can Brown Fox Scout next turn. So start our next turn. We'll put Brown Fox Scout in. We'll Arcane Focus. We'll loot with Stargazer. We'll activate Winter Moon again. Might cast Martyr if we draw that Buccaneer. Alright. Takes care of the Stargazer line. We'll probably just Brown Fox Scout and play Stargazer out then, depending on what we draw here. So start of my turn. Play this before we draw. Underfield. See another Brown Fox Scout on top of the deck. So, yeah, I'm actually just going to play this out on Wild, and then I think I'm just going to play that out next turn.
Ow!
Ambush something. 'Cause this way, like, if he has another Buccaneer, he might go, like, Buck and attack with both of these, and then this Brown Fox Scout can eat the Living Totem. And then we take 3. Trade. Champion, draw a card. That's pretty good. It's unblockable. So looking for Bride's Fall or Martyr or Time Ripple. I'll start by cantripping a little bit here. Looking for one of those answers. Not finding it.
Get away!
So I guess we just like, what does the fox say? Fox says vomit your hand out onto the table.
Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Help. Help. Help.
You're being attacked by an infant.
Help. Help.
So he has a 4/4 unblockable that closes the game in 3 turns here, so that's pretty scary.
Help.
I guess worst case we could always we're gonna chump block with Thunderfield Seer here. I guess I put Brown Fox Scout in front of it. That requires him to spend his turn, so I like that. No, I should have just put. No, this requires him to do something other than pump it. So he has to give it Swift Strike or something like that. That lets him kill these 2 guys, but we didn't actually draw this one, so it's kind of like 1-for-1, and this guy's gonna replace itself at some point. So he draws a card, but it spent his resources. There's definitely tempo to be gained in making him use his resources like that. Hopefully, I was say, hopefully he just taps out here, and then he did, so we get to go ahead and play Windsinger. Let's go ahead and play this. Get a Sapphire.
Please drink your bottle.
Play Windsinger. Activate Herm. And then on his turn, we're going to get to loot with the Stargazers and loot away this Nature's Range and probably this extra resource. And hopefully find something good here. To draw cards, sounds wonderful. Counter Magic, that's pretty good. So hopefully we can find a 2-cost removal spell for this Eldritch Dreamer. We're gonna Counter Magic that, yeah. And if he has Counter Magic of his own, we're gonna be in a little bit of trouble. So we've got 1 hit to find Verdict here. Alright, we found a Martyr, so that's not the end of the world. We get to bin this, and then we get to Martyr his guy that's letting him draw cards. Unfortunately, our counter magics now cost 5. But we're still seeing a lot more cards per turn than he is, so we got that going for us. Because I really don't care if his guys have 1/1 at this point. Like, that's fine. Discard. Draw discard. And then worst case we can get into like damage prevention mode where we like start just like activating the Stargazers to gain life. This is a Reese most likely. We're just gonna go ahead and bounce this idiot. And now we've got a lot of selection going on, so again, we just need to get to the cards that draw us multiple cards at this point. And then we can kind of snowball that into some advantage for ourselves. He's got another living totem because this one doesn't have an increased cost from time ripple. So he's got... Ooh, that's really good. And his last card's a third living totem, so... I'm gonna loot with 2 of these, I think, at least. Alright, we got that going for us. Do I even want a Nature's Range? I think I just want things to interact with these guys. Counter Magic is not good enough at this point in the game. Yeah, I guess Nature's Range is going to tag probably the Soul Marble here. Next turn is Reese coming in, so we're probably dead. He's cracking in for 8 here. We can gain 2. We get a game 3 on the play. I'm not sure I like the Nature's Reigns. The way this game played out, they were not ideal. I get that he has Soul Marble, that's annoying, but I think I'd rather just... not dead yet. We are dead. Now we can block everything. Alright. There you go. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, he has Reese, so we are dead. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Nature's Reigns. That don't seem good. It had a bunch of cards in it that I wanted to play. Stargazers just seems like a really powerful card. I really just wanted to play this card. This card just like does everything that I want a card in Hex to do. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Nature's Reigns. What do I want here? Lullaby actually might not be bad. Like, we might actually get to a point where we can just like loop lullabies through our deck. And just like keep fogging him. Actually, I really like the sound of Lullaby. And I'm gonna cut a Verdict here. I'm gonna bring in another Thunderfields here as a speed bump. I'm gonna do that. Let's do this and try this configuration out. Yeah, the shard, the tri-shard that for Coyotles is pretty powerful too, but just the fact that I wanted to play Stargazer. That card has a lot of text on it. Reese hates being lullabied. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely true. Keepable 7? Yep. Sweet. Turn 1 Thunderfields here too. Follow our colors. Totem hates it as well. Yeah, I really messed up by not bringing the lullabies in. I really like that card. That was one of the cards that was just like really good in the sideboard of my my Blood Moon deck. So I'll play this out and get a diamond. Yeah, looting's just really powerful. Like, being able to, like, it takes a resource to loot with them or to gain life, but, like, there aren't a lot of cards that are consistent sources of life gain or consistent sources of card selection in this game. So, like, that's just really potent. Oh, you know what? I messed up my sequencing here. I should have played something that had an untap, so that way I could time ripple into counter magic here. That was a slip up, I think. Yeah, so we're gonna play Sapphire here, and then, yeah, if I... Yeah, I think that was a mistake.